Hello, my name is James Scott. And my presentation today is going to be over media and its effects on politics and actually how we vote as constituents. Over the past 20 years, we've been becoming more polarized than ever. Voting either Republican or Democrat. And I think with my research that it seems like media has a lot to do with that. If you want to look at the definition of bias as having or showing an unfair tendency to believe that some people's ideas or people are better than others. This leads to actually a huge gap in impact on how something is perceived. Someone that is biased can manipulate something or someone into seeing the same way that they are. They can have a spin that's great. So you can spin a story to fit what a person believes or wants to happen. In today's journalism, bias views seem to be an ethical issue that's affecting journalists between cable news organizations. In today's day and age, you can look at difference between especially two major news organizations like Fox News and CNN. There was a study that found that Fox News had a significant impact on Senate vote share and also voter turnout. Their estimates imply that Fox News convinced 3 to 8% of its viewers to vote Republican according to the first audience measure, and then 11 to 28% according to the second, more restrictive audience measure. The authors also analyzed how Fox News affected those in voting in races that did not cover candidates directly, especially in the Senate. It basically said that there was an estimate whether that influenced Fox News and candidate specific or whether it extends general political beliefs. And the study ended up showing that those individuals that had perceived and wanted Fox News typically voted more conservatively or Republican. There was also another study that found that CNN stories about Republican candidates were vastly more negative than stories done by Democratic candidates. 41% of stories about Republican candidates were negative, while 14 of those were positive. And then you can look at majority of the positive stories on CNN were done based off of the Democratic Party. So if you look at both of those examples, you can see how viewing one station over the other can end up delivering negative tendencies toward another party when you're only getting one side of the story. The story that you're really looking for. You can also look at an example on news headlines. There was an article that was published by CNN about how Obama was speeding up the process of withdrawing U.S. troops from Afghanistan. The article was titled, "Obama will speed up and pull out of the war in Afghanistan." The same story, Fox News then decided to spin towards another direction. Fox News published a story, but titled it, "Obama Doesn't Think Petraeus," which was a U.S. Military general. As you can see, there's two different stories covering really the same situation, but it's a different spin on it and creating a different view for both individuals who are maybe watching one or the other news station and might have a negative tendency, I guess, toward looking at President Obama now, or if you're a CNN viewer looking at political or looking at Republicans as more negative and that they're not in touch with issues that we're interested in. So in conclusion, you can see how this present how we explained how both news organizations, specifically cable news, have caused an effect on our political process and ended up causing an effect on voting in political elections by presenting information that would be favored one group or the other. And by viewing some of the examples, you can see how these affecting the members of our government and our perception of news stories we read about or view about on a daily basis. I appreciate the time that you guys took into watching my video, and I hope you guys have a great evening, and I appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.